I'm just going to ask you some bullet questions. And Hayley, you've got to jump in here. I'm throwing Hayley under the bus. Favorite American teammate at City?
Hey everyone, I am Hayley.
And I am David.
And welcome to the last episode of the Soccer Show where we talk all things soccer.
Last episode, but congratulations to my number one pick for the entire show, Chelsea, for winning the FA Women's Super League. The problem for everybody else, Fran Kirby and Sam Kerr, they're just too good. Chelsea are just too deep. Over 50 goals between them. Just Kirby. That's insane.
Absolutely insane. And unfortunately, end of the season also means that somebody has to be relegated, and that team is Bristol City. They lost to Brighton. A bit of an unfortunate season for them. I know they're going to be looking to come back quick, but we will not be seeing them next year, and we will be seeing Leicester City. So
you've got to give it to them, though. When Matt Beard got there, he did all right. From the time Matt took over, he did all right. So hopefully they can bounce back up. But welcome, Leicester.
Okay, our last key moments of the season. First up for me, this Kit Graham goal for Tottenham, and it was a beauty. This little turn there, Dukes another player, puts it into the back of the net. Great finish, and Tottenham finished the season strong. They had a really good end to the year, and you got to be excited for them going into next season.
Coolest name in the FA WSL, Kit Graham.
Instagram handle name all day.
Next for me was the Kristen Press assist to Ella Toon. And we always talk about Kristen's exquisite finishing, but I kind of wanted to highlight another aspect of her game. And, you know, Ella would put a great finish on it, but the fantastic thing about this for me is that Kristen just put that on Ella's foot, and all Ella had to do is lock her ankle and direct it, which is still very difficult. But that's a fantastic goal.
Okay, so this is actually not the save of the week, which is going to blow everybody's mind. But Lisa Weiss for Aston Villa, they tied Arsenal 0-0, and this save. Miedema gets in behind, and she just gets into a really good spot. She stands her ground. She makes herself big. She doesn't pull out of the save and just lets it hit her body.
I mean, fantastic. Bit weird that it's not save of the week. But do you know what else was not save of the week? This ridiculous penalty save from Mackenzie Arnold for West Ham when Samantha Mewis steps up, places it very, very well. Mackenzie leaps across like a salmon and manages to keep it out. Like, brilliant.
That was nice. And I've actually trained with Mackenzie in Orlando a handful of times, and she's a fantastic goalkeeper, all-around goalkeeper, but she really does have a knack for penalties. And I think people know that too. She gets in their heads before they even take the shot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back. I'm coming full circle here. I'm ending with the Sam Kerr goal because it's backwards week and you're talking about saves and I'm talking about goals. But I'm actually going to the midweek game where they played Tottenham and won 2-0. But this Gaito Wrighton assist is right on the money. And you're looking at a player who doesn't have a guaranteed starting spot, is fighting for minutes, and she pulls off an assist like this in a tightly contested match.
Can I just ask if you meant that pun? She's right on the money.
Didn't even mean it.
Wow, that's pure comedy when you don't even mean it. No, it's a fantastic assist though. But we're obviously in an alternate reality right now, and I'm going to finally reveal what save of the week is. Now, we all know save of the week doesn't exist, but Rose Lavelle steps up for City. She takes the second penalty in the game against Mackenzie Arnold. And this time, Mackenzie laterally sprints across and slaps that ball out like a bear slapping a salmon.
I'm having a little bit of deja vu, but you see that little stutter step she does. She takes that little step to her left, enough just to get into the shooter's head, and they think, oh, I definitely have to go to shooter's right. And before they've even struck it, like you said, she is a bear lunging across back the face of the goal. A fantastic save.
Mad respect. Today, we are so lucky to be joined by the one and only Janine Beckie. Janine is a forward for Manchester City, sometimes right back, and is also a Canadian women's national team legend. Janine, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I am honored to be here.
Manchester City recently finished second in the league, but really it was between you and Koppmeyer's pick Chelsea all season. Do you consider that was that a budding rivalry from the first game? Do you hate them with a passion?
Hate
as
is
a club.
a strong word. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a fiery rivalry. But got to give Chelsea credit. They've had a really, really fantastic season. So I think you make it difficult when you leave the fate of the league up to another team. So we didn't take care of business when we should have. Had some pretty poor performances that resulted in draws early on in the season that came back to bite us a little bit. So at the end of the day, we didn't do enough to win, and they did. So got to tip our hat to them. How
was it playing with or playing against one of your little best friends, little Jessie?
Little Jay.
How's that been? How has that been?
She's so funny. We've had 2 instances where we've been warming up at the same time, and she will smile really cheeky, but then she's like, I can't talk to you. She's a little sly one, but it's so weird playing against her at the club level, because obviously I didn't think that was going to happen for a long time, and then all of a sudden we're warming up right next to each other.
All right, you've obviously switched positions a lot, but it really seems like you found your form later in the season, and kind of coupled with you guys having a lot of success. Can you kind of just weigh in on that a little bit?
Yeah, I think when Gareth Taylor, our coach, took over at the beginning of the season, he kind of said to me, I don't really know where I see you. You could play A, B, and C. And so that's kind of been the story of the season. But I think it's difficult because versatility can be, a double-edged sword a little bit. And it can be really difficult when you're moved around all the time to find any kind of consistency. And really, you don't really get the chance to master one position. So I try as much as I can to see it as a positive, because I do think it brings a lot of value to the team. And I'm happy to do a job for the team when I need to. And obviously last year I played fullback for the majority of the season, and I actually really enjoyed myself. And I think it added a lot to my game. But yeah, I definitely have been happy probably for the last, let's say, third of the season that I've primarily been at winger. And just kind of found my form later on in the season. Unfortunately, my form came a little bit too late to have the impact that I would have liked it to have on us, winning the league. But yeah, I think it's something to build on. Versatility is definitely a gift. So like I said, I'm happy to do what the team needs.
No, I was saying it's tough. It's tough. It's obviously a compliment being able to play, a plethora of positions at a world-class level. But at the same time, if you prefer one position, it's kind of frustrating. I wouldn't say annoying, because obviously you play anywhere that your coach asked you.
So it seems like, from our view and watching it, that you and Sam Mewis linked up really well. So what was it like getting to be on the same team? Obviously playing in the NWSL, you played against her probably a lot, but getting to play on the same team as her.
Yeah, I think of a lot of the players in the world, Sam's definitely one that I would have had on my list of dream teammates. So to be able to play with her has been really great. She's the ultimate competitor, is so competitive. I love it. And she's a winner. She just wants to win, and she'll do whatever it takes to win. And I don't think you can really complain about that as a teammate. But at the same time, she's just an incredibly nice person. And she's come in and she's had an impact massively on the club and scored some really big goals for us and had some really big performances. So it's been really, really great to play with Sam and to kind of learn from her experience. And yeah, I think we do play really well together. We've linked up a few times nicely this season. So it's definitely been a good partnership with her.
All right, Janine, that is all we've got. Thank you so much. Best of luck this offseason. Best of luck in the Olympics. We will be watching, we will be rooting, and we cannot wait to see what, this next year brings for you, not only at the Olympics, but also at City.
I say this to every guest, but you've been my favorite guest.
You can't say that and then say that.
Oh, no, I can. It's my show.
Okay, well, it was my honor. And
thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so Hayley, before we go, I know there's a massive announcement that everyone's waiting for. that we've kind of teased all season, and I'm throwing you under the bus a little bit, but I'm hoping you have the answer. Which FA WSL team are you going to support from this day forward?
We talked about it.
It's Arsenal. We can move on. We know.
And actually, Ricky, tell me who it is.
Gooners.
And Ricky says, oh my gosh, Ricky says we are Everton fans.
Wow, that's controversial.
Yeah.
I can't hate it because we've been secret Everton fans all season, but I'm also a little bit disappointed in Ricky's choices so young into his life. So,
okay, that is it for us on the Soccer Show. I am Haley.
And I am David.
Be sure to hit the subscribe button on the YouTube page and also subscribe to the Just Women's Sports newsletter.
Plus, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Don't be too sad though, because Cop and I will be back and we will be doing NWSL on Instagram. So just keep your eyes on the Just Women's Sports Instagram and you'll know when.
Exactly. And also Kelly O'Hara's podcast, the Just Women's Sports podcast, is coming back May 19th to hold you over till we can get back in there.
So thanks for joining us this season. I've learned a lot. Haley's learned a lot. But most importantly, we've had a huge amount of fun. Adios.
Thank you, guys.